Do you wish you were raised by amphibious apes because they would gladly discuss the question, what's better, Donkey Kong or laying an egg? Then shower off all that potato dirt, Buster, because you're about to get up smashed into your new favorite pod. I'm Mark Ives.
I'm Cody Hansen.
And I'm Zach Walker.
And you're listening to Apples to Orangutans.
Should we just roll into it?
Well,
First
people tuning in might not know the point of the show.
You want to introduce it?
I absolutely. Zach.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the letter Y?
Yes. One of the 26 letters of the alphabet.
Where do you think it would rank in that 26 letters?
As in merit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Y is pretty cool. I think it's in the top 15.
Top 15. It's cutting.
Yeah.
So you know how when you write a Y, you make the two marks up top and then a third mark? This is how you make a capital Y.
Oh, a capital Y? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's 2 up here.
Yeah.
Goes to 1.
Yes.
It's a bracket.
Oh, okay. That's
your
your best example of explaining a bracket yet.
Yeah, well, I was hoping that you would become frustrated with the fact that this is not how most people make a capital Y. So the 2 marks and then the 1. I feel like actual capital Y is that.
You do want to
make
make
it
it down to the
one
leg.
Or do I start from the bottom?
Oh, no. I don't know what
Can
I
I
do.
see? Can I see the paper?
I think I maybe...
Anyway, I try to think because I feel like you definitely don't make 3 marks on a capital Y. Anyway, that trap.
I do.
That you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were like a full gun ho.
Maybe. I mean, maybe it's just...
See, when you really analyze
Putting
how you
a
write
microscope
your letters,
on it really is failing the system.
I don't know what I do.
Well, we have a list of
I
things,
don't
and we might as
draw
well jump
capital
into it.
Y's all the time.
We compare 8 things. 8 things we bring
And
down
they
to
all
1.
start with Y.
They do.
And the final winner is the top 10. We will determine the worst thing on the list as well. So I'll jump
That would
into
be
it.
the apple gobbler.
Yeah.
That would be. All right, so the first thing that we are going to compare is going to be catapults. Okay. Versus generate 79. The worst day fishing.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Okay, that one is great. Because you know what? I think about the worst day fishing.
What do you think
Is
about
it beats
that?
the best day
Best
at the
day at work,
office.
yeah.
I didn't really understand the reference of why
It
it
beats
was on
the
there.
best day at work. The
Okay.
reference is like every dad in
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
That's the reference.
But
Worst
is
day
the worst day of fishing better than a catapult?
the worst day fishing. Because I mean, the worst day fishing as a concept is hilarious because of how it goes into that little meme that is hung up on people's cabin walls. But also, I feel like the worst day fishing could be like you get struck by lightning.
Yeah,
and
somebody
die.
probably dies on the worst day
You drown
fishing.
in the water. your
Yeah,
boat
yeah, you
sinks.
get no fish.
Yeah.
And that's the
boat
worst
sinks.
part. Yeah, your boat sinks and you die, and all your passengers do as well.
But do you think that because do you think that saying is referring to the worst day fishing possible, or like your personal worst day fishing?
Like the worst day fishing I've ever had.
Yeah. Is the worst day fishing you've had better or worse than a catapult? Because obviously the worst day fishing possible is like on a deadliest catch boat and it capsizes on an iceberg and everyone sinks to a water
freezes to
grave.
death and then you
Yeah.
get eaten by a shark.
Yeah. So that's the worst day possible fishing, and I think a catapult's better than that.
The most tangible bad thing fishing is like it pours rain on you. And then you're like wet and
You could
cold.
get hooked.
Yeah, you could
That's
hook
no
yourself.
fun. Yeah,
That's
if
true.
somebody else casts and you get a treble hook right in the finger.
Right in the knuckle.
That's bad. My friend at work told me, or he showed all of us a picture of when he was on a fishing trip and he got a treble hook stuck like in his thumb, and it was pretty horrible and pretty graphic. But it was like all 3 hooks. You know what a treble hook is?
Yeah.
All 3 hooks were in his like hand. I don't know how that happened, but he told us about his uncle that was there with him, and his uncle was like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened to me way back in the day. I just took it I grabbed it with my other hand and I just ripped it out. And then he went, yeah, and I haven't really been able to feel most of this hand since then. So I don't know what's up with that.
It's not a
So
good day
that might
fishing.
be the worst day fishing. He didn't die though.
Okay.
My worst day fishing, I've been fishing a lot, but I haven't had like a horrible day. I guess, yeah, it like rained and we didn't catch anything and got like my boots wet or something. That wasn't that good.
So I feel like that's the best possible interpretation of the worst day fishing. So was that day better than a catapult?
Then, man, catapults are pretty cool.
Are they better than a trebuchet?
Yeah, right? Talked about trebuchets last episode. Go check it out. Are catapults better than trebuchets?
Catapults have hurt more people than fishing, right?
Yes. I'm sure.
Fishing accidents and
But
incidents.
what is hurt the world more? Because the commercial fishing industry is like devastating the planet.
Yeah,
like,
that's
destroying the ocean
That's
ecosystem.
true. I guess Drew, if you're looking at the worst day fishing, thinking like if you're working on a tuna ship that's just like raking in tens of thousands every day, and like that's your only job, and you get paid like 12 cents an hour for a 16-hour shift. That's a pretty bad day fishing for sure.
That sucks.
And that is and for them, that's their best day of work.
Yeah, that beats the best day at the office.
But catapults are cool. You're right.
I think trebuchets are cooler.
Well, they're more advanced, certainly.
Yeah.
They can fire faster.
But
catapults are fun. Like you see them in like Lord of the Rings. They try to throw like flame balls at dragons and stuff. You know.
mm-hmm.
That is what they were historically used
That's
for.
what- yeah,
taking
yeah.
down
That's
dragons.
how they were
still
created.
used like that now.
That's how they were created. So it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a fun concept. If you play ever like video games where you get to use them, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
I
love
don't
it.
fish.
I love catapult-based video games. What's your favorite catapult-based video game?
Civ 6.
Yeah, that has catapults.
Civ 6.
Yeah.
I've only played
If you
Civ
want to
5.
take over a city, a catapult is a pretty good way to do it.
So
I think catapults pretty definitively is moving past the worst day fishing.
Yeah, this is another one that's just like objectively bad. So
Hey, if it was
wait a
up
minute.
against the best day at
that's
work, we'd
true.
have a
That's
conversation.
true. That's true.
all right, I'll get the next matchup going. So we have a TV from the 70s
Ooh,
versus the state of Wyoming.
that's a good. I like Wyoming. Were TVs from the 70s like really low? They were like in big.
Yeah,
like
it's a
big
huge
boxes,
box.
and it just sits on the floor.
Yeah,
and like
no.
the bottom of the screen is at.
It was
floor
like the
level.
only
Well,
investment.
tables weren't invented yet. They didn't mount them.
It was like the biggest investment a family would make, like
Yeah.
that entire decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were
it's
there
a car, a house, and a TV.
were there TVs from the 70s that were up from the ground at all?
I think they were all built within a box. Like it was a part of like your furniture in your home. Was like how the TV matched
I know.
aesthetically with everything else. So it was mostly like you buy like the cabinet and stuff that it comes in.
You look up a TV from the
Yeah,
70s.
I'll look it
Because
up.
my biggest thing is the latest TV from the 70s that I've seen was right on the ground, and
Yeah.
that feels like a bad place
And I
for it
seriously doubt it could run Fortnite.
to be. Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And that's my biggest
And I've
thing.
tried.
Yeah, they had like this ugly wood like
Okay.
stain around.
Can I see this
Oh.
TV?
You could put that on a table. It's
Yeah.
not like a whole console.
Oh yeah, that would run Fortnite.
That would, yeah, that would run it.
I don't think it has HDMI
120
ports.
FPS.
I don't even
I could
think-
get that Victory Royale on there.
and the screen kind of looks like the state of Wyoming.
It does.
Yeah.
Just a big old
just a box.
a big old square.
Cool.
They're fun.
So I should say this because I feel like Grace would be upset at me for not taking this position. Last time I was in the state of Wyoming, we almost died in a hailstorm. We saw we were just driving and this crazy hailstorm out of nowhere came and it blew over a semi truck in front of us.
You saw the semi truck go down?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was like golf ball sized hail balls were just and out of
Amazing.
nowhere. We're
Did
just
it,
like
like,
torrenting down.
destroy your car?
It created a little bit of a dent. It wasn't my car, but
It didn't like break the
no,
windshield or
no,
something?
we were worried it was going to break the windshield. It was hitting the
Did
windshield
you-
hard.
Did you ever like get one of the balls of hail? Like, did you like park and like grab one?
Yeah, and eat it.
Like see it? You hold it?
Yeah. But they obviously melted, yeah.
Well,
But
yeah,
we
but
held
you
it.
got,
It
okay.
melted?
And it was a golf ball size?
Yeah. Big boys.
Whoa.
A little smaller than a golf ball.
That's intense.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So Wyoming almost killed us. And also, here's the thing about the state of Wyoming. I think it's most of it is South Dakota. There's like 20% of it is Yellowstone, but like most of it is like farmland, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
very ranch land.
Yeah.
Very much like dry and big. Like you don't see a lot of crops there, but you see a
Yeah.
lot of open space. It's very red.
Yeah, and I mean Yellowstone exists without Wyoming being a thing, right? Like we just said it was Wyoming, and here's the space that it takes up. That Yellowstone was there
it's
before
this-
we ever claimed. So like,
Because obviously the best thing about Wyoming is
Is
Yellowstone,
Yellowstone.
right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what people think
Yeah.
about when they think of
like
Wyoming.
the western 20% of Wyoming.
Because
is
it's
pretty
somewhat
sick.
considered like a mountain state, but like most of it isn't mountain. Like
Yeah.
most of it is bad.
I don't think. I mean, it's very empty. I kind of have an affinity. I like driving through Wyoming. I would rather drive through. I would rather drive 12 hours through Wyoming than 12 hours east through like Chicago and Illinois. Absolutely, I can't stand driving like. Once you cross like through downtown Chicago and then just driving all the way over there and like through Ohio and like it's like kind of developed and just a lot of concrete. I don't like that at all. I would rather drive a lot through Wyoming. And I think it's kind of peaceful.
yeah,
I like going
buffalo,
through there.
a lot of
You know,
ranges,
and even if I don't see animals, like it's just chill. There's not a lot of people there. So you can just drive I-90 for a long time. You go 80 miles an hour and you just hang out. You just see some
Just
beautiful,
vibe.
chill landscape.
Would you say that Wyoming is the vibing state?
Yeah, that's its
Yeah.
actual tagline. Okay. It's on all the license plates. We're here to vibe. Wyoming.
we're here to find.
So I'm into it. I haven't been to Yellowstone or the Tetons. I'd really
Yeah, me
like to
neither.
go.
Mhm.
They look amazing.
Mark, you've been there.
Yeah.
Yellowstone?
I've driven through. No, I haven't been to Yellowstone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. I've exclusively driven through Yellowstone and like stayed
However-
in Casper.
A TV from the 70s, pivotal tech at the time.
Yes.
It's true.
Crazy tech.
We couldn't
Changed advertising, changed everything.
have Fortnite without a TV from the 70s.
We
couldn't.
could not.
Which makes me vote for a TV from the
Really?
70s. Yeah.
I don't.
I've never been to one.
I
It's fine.
think it's
It's a state.
I don't care about TVs from the 70s. If somebody gave me a TV from the 70s, I would say like
Now?
this is
That's
cool, and I
cool.
don't want to use it.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd use it
I
for.
mean,
You
there's-
play Fortnite on it.
No, I would not. You can't.
Yes, you would.
I couldn't even like plug it into like a DVD player.
You get a
I'd have to just
converter.
watch like old Andy Griffith show and like static. And it's not useful. It doesn't bring me any joy.
You could
It's
use
so
it-
big
you
and
could-
it's so heavy. You try to lift it and it's gonna hurt you.
You could watch Star Wars how it was intended to be viewed.
Yeah.
On an old 70s
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, you could bust it out for Halloween and like leave it running, you know?
Oh,
and, like,
that would be
somewhere.
good.
That's a good
Yeah.
decoration.
Just
Yeah.
like blast my electricity bill. Just leave
Yeah.
it running for days,
Well, yeah.
weeks.
I can't imagine they're power efficient.
No,
Like half of it comes off as heat.
yeah, it
And
crackles.
takes up so much space too.
Yeah,
The big box on the back.
I don't care about 70s TVs. I vote for Wyoming. It's a great state. It gets a lot of hate, but it's cool. Go there.
hate for the state.
This
You'll
is,
feel relaxed.
This is a unusual position for me to be in.
Yeah.
Usually this is known as the Hansen position.
yeah.
I think just so many negative things come to my mind for Wyoming, such as the fact Dick Cheney's from Wyoming. And
Great
top of the list.
leader.
and Wyoming is like the example of like how our government is just horrible because Wyoming has like 8 people living in it and has the same amount of representation as California in the Senate. So
Yeah.
it just
as it should have more.
it should. And so
Every person who lives in Wyoming should be a senator. That's my take.
True.
Yeah.
Brad from
Yes, Brad from
Survivor 41. So I don't love a TV from the 70s, but I don't love Wyoming. So I think I'm gonna vote for a TV from the 70s.
That's crazy.
Yes. Oh, I think this is
I'm
a
sad
great day.
that that's moving on.
All right, we'll get the next matchup rolling. Okay, so I just got the same thing. 13. Okay, so 31. Donkey Kong.
Oh!
Great. Donkey Kong December.
Ba-ba.
Great ape.
Versus laying an egg.
Oh, that's a great activity.
What do you mean it's a great activity?
You ever lay an egg before?
No.
Just thinking about laying an egg.
No.
Have you ever thought about if you could lay an egg?
Dude, we're jumping into
I
it.
think it's very unlikely.
But what if you could do it?
If I could do
I think
it,
it'd be
Yes.
horribly painful. I think it's like giving a baby, but like, how would, where does it come out?
well, an egg's significantly smaller than a
Yeah.
baby.
So
Certainly.
here's a question,
Proportionally to your size,
Here's
it
a
would be a
question.
relatively large egg.
Cody, as an expert
Oh,
on,
a human egg would be really big, is what you're saying.
So that's my question. Do you think it would be better
true.
to lay a human-sized egg than give birth to a child? And the child would be in the egg.
As someone who
As experts in giving birth.
Ask this question.
As someone who has done neither, I can't imagine giving birth to a baby because of the shape of the baby. It makes it more problematic, I would guess, because there's so many angles on a baby.
Yeah.
Like part of
It's
me
got
thinks,
limbs.
the egg's smooth.
That's exactly, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's as wide as like the widest part of the baby.
Yeah.
It's as long as the baby is.
Yeah, I think the laying an egg would be better.
Yes, I think so too.
Grace?
I think so too.
She's shaking her head.
Which means no.
No.
Which means yes. And
she's never given birth, is what she's and that's fair.
if that was the case, I would want to lay an egg every day.
Well, okay, so another angle of laying eggs is just that it happens in nature already,
Mhm.
right? And that's pretty cool.
It is cool.
That's a cool form.
Eggs
of-
are sweet.
and we eat a lot of eggs because
Yeah,
chickens can lay them.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
this isn't eggs. This
Yeah.
is the laying of eggs.
Yeah,
laying
right.
laying
The
an
action
egg.
of an egg being laid.
Yeah.
Laying it. Also, you could it's a phrase to mean like doing a really bad job or like choking at a sport or something.
It
Like, oh, he laid an egg. Yeah. Like if a team goes out and like just puts on a horrible performance and loses like 0 to 45, it's like, oh yeah, the Browns laid an egg on Sunday. Laid a big old 0.
Yeah.
Goose egg.
Yeah, I've heard
goose egg. I've never heard someone say the phrase.
Maybe that's
laid a couple eggs out there,
Yeah.
boys.
Maybe that's specific to me.
Let's just go out there and let's just
But
lay a few eggs.
I like that phrase.
I think sportscasters don't talk about eggs enough.
exactly.
Like if there's like a very low scoring baseball game, they should just be like egg to egg to egg out there.
Let's just replace 0 with egg.
Yeah.
Always.
for sure.
Yeah. All right, so laying an egg's pretty cool, but on the other hand, we have the coolest thing ever, which is Donkey Kong.
Man,
We love Donkey Kong.
Being
an ape,
based
we're into those.
show.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is so do you like playing against Donkey Kong in Super Smash Brothers? Is that a fun time for you?
I'm fine with playing against Donkey Kong. I'm fine with playing as Donkey
Ooh.
Kong. I like playing as Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
He's
Donkey
good
Kong?
in Super
Yeah.
Smash. But he's not like, if Donkey Kong beats you, I feel like you're like, okay, yeah, the player was very good. He's not like spammy
Yeah.
or like
He's a very
annoying.
honest character.
He's not Sonic.
Yeah.
I hate playing against Sonic because it sucks and
Yeah.
you just press B and like hit everybody. But Donkey Kong's great. I love seeing apes, and Donkey Kong
We love
allows
him.
me to do
Don't
that.
we love him, folks?
Yes.
He's a very honest character because he's a very simple game plan, and that's to hit side B, put you in the ground, and then neutral B, and punch you
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
Or like spike you off stage.
Or
And
clap.
if you do that, you're very cool. If you spike someone with Donkey Kong.
You've done it.
Yeah.
He's very cool.
Yeah, I'm sort of biased towards Donkey Kong because I play as him. He's one of my mains. So
Do you guys
I
ever
love Donkey
play?
Kong.
Do you guys ever play older Donkey Kong games,
Nah, just Mario Kart.
like a Donkey Kong frozen
Although-
ape?
Is that a game?
No.
Okay,
There's a game called Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
What's the music game where you hit like the
DK Bongos.
DK Bongos, and that is
Bongo
just
Bonanza.
pivotal for experiencing your video game in real life. You know,
It was the original and most advanced VR.
right? Exactly.
Well, not a lot of
It
people
has-
know this. But the drummer for Led Zeppelin actually started on the DK Bongos. He was a DK Bongo world champion.
Yeah.
So
Still uses them sometimes. If you go to concerts, he'll
bust
they'll do a
those out.
double encore. He'll bust
Okay.
those out. The crowd goes crazy because
Yeah.
real Led Zeppelin fans.
yeah,
like
well,
us.
they come in with their own DK Bongos.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're all going crazy in the stands.
Although my least favorite map in Super Mario Smash Bros. Brawl is
That was a
the
really good
ladder.
DK75.
Yeah,
or
I
it's
hate
the
it.
worst one.
I love it though.
That you don't.
I do.
That
I
map
love all
is
the-
bad.
I have an affection for most maps in Super Smash Bros.
I guess yeah. There's good to come out of like the meme for that map.
And
Yeah.
on the other hand, all the Mario Kart games, his maps, Donkey Kong's maps in the jungle are the coolest.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, DK Mountain on Double Dash.
Oh my god.
DK Mountain's great. DK Jungle Parkway
Yeah.
is great.
Mhm.
DK Summit is great.
They're just great. in
Oh, that's
general.
not DK. I was gonna say there's one in the Switch version. I think it's like Wario Mountain or
Yeah.
something. I think that might be my favorite stage ever.
Yeah,
I
there's
love
no
that one.
laps.
There's no laps.
See
It's just
something new.
going down
Oh,
a
yeah.
mountain and going through different areas of the mountain. It's so awesome.
It's a
I love it.
sprint.
Would you guys play ever as Donkey Kong in Mario Kart?
Yeah.
I
No.
would never. I would always go with the smaller characters.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I don't think
faster.
does that actually change how you race in the game?
Smaller characters are typically have like higher acceleration but lower max speeds, but heavier characters have higher max speeds but lower acceleration. The problem is there's very few Mario Kart maps where you're just going straight.
Right.
So typically it's better to have that high acceleration.
Ah. There you have it.
DK doesn't have it. And that's why
In
he's
general-
not moving on.
Laying an egg. That's it.
Yeah,
Gets my
laying
vote.
an egg.
I like Donkey Kong, so I'm gonna vote for him.
He's really great. He's a
It is a top. He's a
very
contender.
high tier video game character. He is an ape.
We love
that.
apes here.
Is he Diddy Kong's dad?
No.
So there's been speculation.
Well, what is he then, Cody?
Yeah,
You're
Cody.
Friends. They seem like he's
they're
like an older
friends?
brother.
I think they're cousins.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any official material on it, but most people I've seen peg them as cousins.
I feel like Donkey Kong doesn't like Diddy Kong. Like
Yeah.
them at a family event, like Diddy Kong, all he wants to do is like hang out with Donkey Kong, and Donkey Kong is really annoyed by him.
Yeah. Well, Donkey Kong just wants to be at the gym
Yeah.
during the family
Yeah.
event.
Like I do.
Wants to go smash some banana beers and
Yeah.
lift.
Oh, that'd be horrible. A banana flavored beer. Did you drink that, Cody?
Banana flavored
You
beer.
slam that down.
I've had like fruit flavored
Banana
beers, but not
Slamma
banana.
style.
Yeah. The Donkey Kong banana
No, thanks.
slamma.
Banana milk.
Gross.
Have you had banana milk?
No, it
Oh
doesn't
my
sound
gosh.
good. It sounds so overwhelmingly
They
sweet.
do have it in stores.
I bet it's just like banana syrup and milk or
Have
like
you had
banana flavoring.
strawberry milk.
Yeah, when I was like
How was that?
six.
How was your experience drinking
Thought it
strawberry
was
milk?
pretty good. But
Right.
that has it
I was
so
6 at
much
the time.
So yes, so much of like fruit flavored anything.
Yep.
Like if there's a tart element,
Mm.
it's great. And banana flavored milk would not have a tart element. It would just be overwhelmingly sweet.
It would have a fart element.
It would have a
'Cause
fart
it would be
element.
stinky.
because I'd be stinky. Yeah,
All right.
it would make me stinky.
Donkey Kong moves on.
Fart element. Can we keep talking about farts and farting?
No.
Why didn't we make a podcast about farting? Come on.
It's a one episode podcast.
Yeah, we do a bracket where all 8 things are just the word fart, and we try to pick which one we like more.
All right. I randomly
What's next?
generated showering
That's a great thing.
That's a great thing to do.
versus digging for potatoes.
a better thing to do. Those could be 2 things you could do in the same day.
You could
Right?
You should,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do those things in
Showering,
sequence.
showering first, and then digging for potatoes, and then going right to bed. Shoes and clothes on, and just caked with
And
dirt.
don't even towel yourself off. Shower, go
No.
out into the field sopping wet, dig for potatoes,
Yeah.
and then get
So
the
I've
best way to
never
dig for
dug
potatoes
Yeah,
is
tell me.
it's full body, right? So you submerge your entire self.
You get on the same level
into
as the
you
potatoes.
dig in like a little mole man, and you just grab them in your mouth. Digging for potatoes is fun. Have you guys
I've
ever done
never
it?
I've never done
Okay,
it.
it is fun. It is kind of like digging for treasure. The treasure doesn't have much value,
No.
but it's fun. You plant potatoes, all that, and then you don't see them, right? You just see the little leaves that come out, and you have to dig in there, and you see if you can grab. Sometimes you get huge ones, sometimes you get little ones, sometimes they're a weird color, and it's fun. It's a fun. I think it might be one of the most fun harvesting activities. And from my experience working on a farm for a while and in a garden, I've done a lot of harvesting of different vegetables, and that one I think was my favorite one.
I'm still laughing about the submerging.
Yeah,
to the
you
same
swim
level.
through the dirt.
It's like when you mine for diamonds in Minecraft. You want to get from
God. Are there potatoes in Minecraft?
There are.
There are.
Okay,
And they're
good.
actually extremely efficient to plant, but not for eating. Yeah, you have to have like
Really?
8
Cody
of them a
played
day.
a lot of Minecraft during quarantine, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
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 Our whole like frisbee team was playing on a world together, a realm,
Really?
and we would max out the realm like every night. So like other
Wait,
people
what
that
does
wanted to
that
play
mean?
means like you can like 12 players fill the realm and you can't have any more because it's already filled.
Oh.
So we'd have people like waiting on queue. That's how popping off it
Oh my
was.
gosh.
Yeah.
Do you have them pay?
Yeah. Everybody paid because you paid for the realm.
$1,000 an hour to be on the realm.
It was a good time. Love that.
Was
anyway,
it survival?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm hardcore like
What was
that.
the?
People put up 100 hours for sure over quarantine on that realm.
Did you put up 100 hours?
I probably put up like 30, 40 hours
Probably put up 300 hours. I would have to say.
in a season.
The vibe I got was it was more.
Maybe it was more.
Yeah.
It could have been more. It probably
Yeah.
was more.
30, yeah.
There
Over
was
the
a- there was
entirety
like-
of quarantine, 30 hours is
Yeah.
not
There was
much.
like a 6-month period of time where it really seemed like you were the Minecraft guy.
I wish I could go back and look because the realm no longer is active.
the Minecraft kid.
What?
That's what they call you.
They did call me that.
Butch Cassidy and the Minecraft
But digging for,
kid.
digging for
My
potatoes.
favorite Western.
No, you never do that in Minecraft because you just like
Is
They're
that
on
how
the
you're going to
surface.
judge
But-
all of these? Wait,
What's
this
it like in
doesn't come
Minecraft?
up in Minecraft.
What is showering
so-
like in Minecraft?
well, so you build like you
Do
shower
you put a
within your
water
house.
source block?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
can you build a shower in Minecraft?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd
can
put
make
like a
a
water
glass.
source block.
And then can you put like a pressure plate that you step on? And can you have the water be redstone activated when you step
I
on
don't know.
the
Let's
pressure
build
plate?
it after this podcast.
Let's build it on this podcast and let's not talk through it.
Catch us on Twitch immediately after this podcast.
Seriously.
We should do that.
Showering.
I'm
Showering.
serious.
What's the best shower you guys have ever taken?
I can answer. So on my road trip in January, when we got to our first Airbnb after like 48 hours of driving, you get into a shower.
What?
You have a beer.
Wait, 48 hours straight driving? Is the first place you
no,
stayed?
we stayed in like a campsite.
Oh, okay, gotcha. This is the first
but without a shower, right?
yeah.
So when you get
First
into your first
you
shower,
encountered.
drink a beer in the shower beer, one of them, of course. You
Whoa.
don't want to slip, but it's just such a great experience. You just, it's nice, relaxing. It's a good transition to relax
Especially when you've
mode.
been roughing it
Yes.
for a while.
When the shower
Showers-
feels needed,
Shower's very nice.
No.
or the first shower at home after mission trips.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
It's true.
What's your best showering experience?
My best shower? It's probably similar to that. Like the first shower after like a week in the Boundary Waters or the week in like camping or backpacking or something.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Also, the best showering experience if you say you were digging for potatoes
Yeah.
while wet. If you have like mud on, I think that's probably what it was. So when I was younger, I did a couple of these obstacle course races where you'd have to like crawl under like really wet mud for some of the obstacles. And you're looking at me just like so engaged.
I'm so into it.
It's very fun. They're called the one that I did was called a Rugged Maniac. It was really fun. There's like 25 obstacles and you'd like jump over fire and do all this fun stuff. But then you get done and you were absolutely caked head to toe with mud, Survivor Challenge style. And
Nice.
they'd have showers. And washing that off was very satisfying and cool. Just get all that mud out of there.
Great.
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten an orange in the shower?
No.
Yeah, it's like a thing. If you look up like shower orange, It's a thing that people talk about. It is incredibly satisfying to eat an orange in the shower.
Yeah.
Like just ripping into it, because your hands aren't going to get sticky like they would if you would rip into an orange at like a family event or not in a shower, just like eating at a table. And then just destroying that orange. I think it's a very carnal experience.
So we both agree that consuming something in the shower is fun.
It is. I don't think I wouldn't say
never.
I haven't like had a drink in the shower. That doesn't seem as good.
Yeah, you need a proper shower for it. Like something that has an inset shelving.
Sure,
so you can set something in
But
there.
I've ripped apart an orange in the shower because I wanted to try it because I saw the shower orange craze online, and it was great. I highly recommend it to everybody out there.
Great.
It's kind of a stress reliever.
Nice.
I don't know how I'm going to decide between the two things. I have a very neutral opinion on both. I mean, I guess showering duty is more necessary than digging for potatoes. So that's where I'm leaning. But listen, digging for potatoes seems like a good time.
It
It's
is.
probably satisfying afterwards. Like you feel good about the work you did.
Yeah.
You know,
you got to wait a long time.
and
You
then
just-
eating food you've harvested yourself is a way better experience. Because you have a connection to the food.
I will have to say, a lot of times when you like grow produce yourself, it will like taste significantly different than stuff you've bought. Potatoes really aren't that. I feel like if you grow them yourself, it's just kind of like eating a potato. But if you like grow carrots yourself, they taste like way different than carrots you like buy at the store.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Also, just I don't know this for sure, but I imagine if you grew a potato yourself, it'd be significantly smaller typically than the store-bought potato, because they got those GMOs running.
Yeah,
through those
I mean
potatoes.
it depends. You can you can luck out and get some
a
big ones. It's
monster
usually
potato.
an absolute gargantuan.
I got a potato the size of my house.
Yeah, seriously, I get one of those every year. It's usually a mix. You'll get some small guys, but you'll also get like be like this big. Okay.
What are you
Store
leaning
style
towards
potatoes.
on this comparison? do
I
you think?
I like digging for potatoes. It's cool, but showering. I mean, we haven't really talked about like that. It's good
It
to
makes
do
It's like a
every day.
necessary thing.
Yeah.
It makes
You're
you
a big
smell a lot less
bath
bad.
guy, aren't you?
I was at my old house.
I feel like that.
I was in high school, certainly.
Walk us through your affinity for baths. I feel like that is not a common thing.
Well, I mean, first, we're talking about showering, so I don't want to go too deep into it. Maybe baths will appear in a future
Yeah.
episode.
Bathing.
But it's just, it's a relaxing thing to do.
It's time alone.
It's time alone.
Yeah.
You can listen to a podcast or watch a show in the bath. You're warm, stress relief.
I'm also an advocate. For
I
baths.
really want to one day go to Japan and go into one of those like communal hot springs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that
just
seems
bathe
like it'd be
with
fun.
strangers.
Yeah.
Nothing like it.
those are nice.
Yeah,
Hot tub.
the height of civilization.
I'll move on. I'll say showering moves on because I'm also going to
I'm gonna vote for showering.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it more. Okay, so we are down to our final four. We're going to recompare some of these new matchups. So the first matchup, well, I'll say the first four we have is catapults, a TV from the 70s, DK, and showering. So catapults versus a TV from the 70s.
I'm not on Team TV from the 70s at all.
What's your favorite thing about catapults?
My favorite thing, they launch stuff far. Like if I saw a catapult in real life launch something, it'd be so awesome.
If I could have a real catapult in real life to play fetch with my
Just
dog.
launch at buildings.
Yeah,
I
just
would
to like
love it.
launch a ball 700 yards, just let her run
Yeah,
and just do like
Wow.
3 of those.
be at a real open field. You could be in Wyoming for that. That would work.
Yeah.
It would work.
Another reason Wyoming should have moved on.
Yeah, you're
I'm
still
forever bitter. I'm forever bitter. You ever get one of those like hand catapults for dogs? It's
Yeah,
not
it's
a
a chuck it.
catapult. Yeah, chuck it.
Yeah, we have 2 of those here.
I bet there's a catapult for. I bet you can get that. Look up dog
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
catapult.
There's got to be a thing.
Look up dog in a
I can't-
catapult.
No, dude.
Dog catapult. It's got to be up here. Is that-
Dog catapult. Yeah. Anyway.
or like you guys ever
Dog treat catapult. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they
Boom.
got those $15 ones. They seem
Of course.
really cheap.
$15. Show me a TV from the 70s that costs $15.
I guarantee you could find.
Are
one.
they vintage? Like, do you think they're worth a lot of money now? Or
Oh, yeah.
Do you think they're garbo?
People probably use them to redisplay new things?
I bet if
like
they're like
plants.
if they're restored and good, like an actual TV from the I bet it's worth a lot of money.
When did TV get color?
What about a bad TV from the 70s? And the answer to that is like the late 70s.
Like a super broken one?
Well, yeah, because like most TVs from the 70s wouldn't be restored. Like I'm talking about an average.
Well, I guess
like
not
it exists, but it's like scuffed, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it would still... I feel like old vintage stuff is always like being sold for a lot of money. Like I doubt you could get a real TV from the 70s that isn't like absolutely destroyed
The History
for
Channel,
less than like a few $100s.
like House Pickers.
Okay, so
American
a few
Pickers.
hundred.
American Pickers.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
have no... I would be shocked to see a TV from the 70s for under $100, and I bet it's way more. But
Because
don't know.
I was
Look on
under...
eBay or something.
Dude, there's some grandma that just wants it out of their house, and they'll just give it
That's
for
true.
free.
You might like
Move it out,
Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace might be a good
Because
spot.
I sort of had a similar belief about... I just sort of assumed that like an N64 would be like super expensive. Because I was like, it's a classic console.
Aren't they?
They're not. They're a GameCube is much more expensive than like an NES or an N64.
How much is an N64?
It's like $300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but it's $300.
Yeah, but that's not like vintage. Like that's
But
like
I think there's value in that because there's games
the
you can
price of
play.
a console.
There's like games you can play
Yeah.
on there you can't play anywhere else.
like
Whereas,
if a
this
TV was a couple $100, like that's the price of a TV. Like its price didn't go up because it's vintage. Like to me, it being vintage would be like it costing like $800 to $1,000.
But you're saying an N64 right now is $300?
I think so.
Because you can get a PS4 for like $199.
Yeah, because that's in the perfect valley of it's not the current console, but it's also not retro and rare. There's like a billion PS4s in the world right now. And I think the GameCube is currently the console that's like the most in between. Like it has good games on it. It's somewhat rare, and a lot of them are in good condition because those seem to be like decently expensive.
How much can you get a GameCube for?
GameCube, I think I saw one. I mean, I think I saw one for like $500, $600.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like a good one.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I will say these like things like these TVs that are vintage are common for like film and photo studios to have. That's
Well,
nice props for stuff.
They're cool. I mean,
so that's where value comes in, I think.
my girlfriend's sister and her husband have like a retro room that they built that like looks like
That's
one of their
sick.
childhood living rooms.
That's cool.
And it has a big old like ground level like 70s TV with a original Super Nintendo, like the first Mario game on it.
Sweet.
That is pretty
Yeah.
sick.
That is sick.
And we had a good time playing Mario. I was bad at it.
I believe it.
Very bad at the original Mario game.
So at this point,
So it's that versus a catapult.
versus a catapult. Catapults are so cool.
Two outdated technologies going
You can get a
head-to-head.
catapult for $50.
What is the
these
most
days.
common? Like, could you use a catapult for anything in today's use aside from throwing
For
balls to your
anything?
dog? Yeah,
What's the most useful thing you can use a catapult
in
for?
today's world.
Loading up some chimps?
I think
would
like
say.
construction, like demolishing buildings.
that would be
use-
insane.
So
Imagine driving through a construction site and you just see a catapult launch a wrecking ball.
Like those
into a
big wrecking
building.
balls that are usually on a cable, so they
Yeah.
don't go loose.
Yeah.
they just throw them instead.
launch it over the
Completely
interstate.
whiffs the building.
Yeah, yeah,
Goes through the building. It's three
Our
other
calculations
buildings.
were off.
yeah.
Goes just through the entire building. Continues to roll down a street.
Yeah.
Just so yeah, I don't know.
It would be insane to see.
So who invented a catapult? Like, do you think it was like to go over the Great Wall of China and just like?
I
or
believe
when was the
Thomas
first use?
Edison invented the catapult.
That's an interesting. Yeah, nice. That's an interesting question because I guess I don't know. Because I know for a fact like Europeans had catapults, but I don't know if it was like. I guess I don't know if like other cultures had catapults.
Oh, so I looked up like when did they stop being relevant, and it was during the creation of gunpowder cannons. Is what pushed that tech back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So up until the 14th century.
Now they're in that perfect valley of being relevant. and
Retro.
Retro. Yeah. Catapults are very retro.
What is like? There still has to be some like structurally in a museum somewhere, right?
No,
like
we
these-
totally have catapults.
I'm sure.
just
yeah.
sitting somewhere.
Mhm.
For why?
Just in museums,
to be cool.
and also like
Yeah.
replica people. People are really
But, like,
passionate
yeah,
about
obviously
like
not, like,
medieval Europe.
I bet there's catapults that people launch.
Totally,
Right now,
yeah.
I bet
'Cause
there's
that's-
people making catapults.
Isn't that? Don't people use catapults to like launch pumpkins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
people use catapults.
Or like potato.
Yeah,
launchers.
they're just not. They're not used in mass scale warfare.
I'm looking it up. Where are they being used today? Simple slingshots of weapons.
Catapults near
Oh,
me.
today you can find them to be used to launch airplanes off of aircraft carriers.
What?
I don't think that's true. at all.
No way.
Modern uses
No
of a catapult.
way.
Oh, dude.
Is that
That's
real?
what I looked up, man.
What?
That has to be a
Just
thing.
chucking
Here.
an airplane and no.
It's called sciencing.com if anybody wants.
Oh, that's the most
Yeah,
reputable
really
source.
right.
Sciencing.com.
Sciencing.cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to look into this at
At a different
at
time.
a different time.
It says today catapults can be used to launch airplanes from aircraft carriers
Just-
or to demonstrate physics and mathematics to students. those
True.
are the two uses.
Those are amazing 2 uses. Can you just quick look up? We spent a lot of time on this, but can you look up aircraft carrier catapult?
Yeah.
Just look at images because I am having a hard time understanding how this could exist.
I mean, it could.
Like I feel like it would
It's
be
not a long
It
runway.
would be more like a slingshot.
I feel
style
like
deal.
they're probably using some weird definition of catapult.
It is for sure.
Yeah.
It's got to be what it is. Like,
Look
it's
up
no way
that-
it's actually just launching these things. It could.
image
though.
is just an old wooden catapult.
Wow, you can't find any images of it.
They call it a catobar.
A catobar.
Probably because
Cattle
it's
bar.
our most classified piece of technology.
Yeah.
It stands for
Don't want the
catapult.
Chinese stealing this one.
Catapult assisted takeoff, but arrested recovery, or catapult assisted takeoff barrier arrested recovery, is a system used to launch and recover aircrafts from the deck of an aircraft carrier. So it's like on the edge of it, and essentially it looks like it changes its its rotation as you're taking off from it
Oh,
to assist, like a little boost.
So like to get you more lift.
It starts to bend upwards as you're taking off, essentially.
Okay.
So it's like
So it's
trying to like flip
it's
you up.
more like adding incline to a treadmill than launching a catapult.
Yeah. So it's a loose term for modern use.
Yeah.
For that reason, I'm voting catapults through to the
Well,
final
have
round.
you talked about the other use we have of teaching it to students to demonstrate physics and
Physics
math?
and
Students
mathematics.
can't learn physics without catapults.
You can. I'm also voting for catapults.
Yeah, I'm prepared to move it on just for that
What would
little
you
piece of
vote
knowledge.
for?
I don't really know. I think both are fine.
All
Both
right.
are gonna be the top 10.
This
Donkey
round for me
Kong.
has been a lot of things that are fine and Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, but versus showering, Mark.
Is Donkey Kong one of the
Versus
highest
showering?
tier things that have been on here?
I
for
think
you?
so, but showering's so important, crucially.
Mark
This
has
is going to
really
be a good
gone-
matchup.
I have an affinity for Donkey Kong. Bigfoot is a pretty high tier thing.
Mhm.
National Park System is a pretty high tier thing. Batman is a pretty high
Mhm.
tier thing. Welfare State. There's been a couple.
Mhm.
There's been a couple.
Digging for potatoes.
Digging for potatoes, huge.
Number one.
That's the centerpiece of my life, actually. So this is Donkey Kong versus showering. I guess I sort of outed myself. I think Donkey Kong is more exciting than showering.
Yeah.
As I said, bath, not doing the same amount of work as showering,
Yeah.
but like humans existed on baths for hundreds of thousands of years. They're fine. But what did humans do before Donkey Kong?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. They were not fine.
Yeah.
Before
Nothing at
Donkey
all.
Donkey Kong has some competitors, though, like King Kong. You know?
Donkey Kong is so much cooler than King Kong. It's unreal.
That is a big take. I disagree with that. I
Yo,
think King
where's my
Kong's better.
Godzilla versus Donkey Kong movie?
Not here because it'd be 5 seconds long. It'd
No,
be Godzilla.
it'd be 5 seconds long.
Oh, wait.
Because DK would hit him with the side B, put
Wait,
him in
are
the
you-
ground, and then hit him with the big punch.
I'm thinking Donkey Kong versus Godzilla would be a movie where Godzilla has to play a Donkey Kong video game
Yeah.
and is so bad at it that it is only 5 seconds long.
Well, he breaks the controller.
I love
Shit,
King Kong. I love a big mountain-sized monkey. He's so great.
Here's a question I don't know the answer to, but I think I might know the answer to. Did you see King Kong versus Godzilla?
No, I didn't.
So you clearly don't love him that much.
I've seen Kong Skull Island though, and the one with Jack Black. It's like 3 hours long.
Yeah,
it's great.
But,
King Kong's awesome.
But so showering versus baths, King Kong versus Donkey
Kong.
We're
not doing that.
We're not focused.
Donkey Kong is more exciting than showering. I don't.
Do you think it's more exciting for people that don't have access to a shower?
I haven't showered in 3 years, but I play Donkey Kong. I play Donkey Kong right now on my phone.
If you asked someone who's never had a shower in their life, you're like, "Hey, what's your
favorite thing?" Donkey Kong is what they'll say.
True.
A virtual monkey, or
yeah. I mean, to be fair to them, I mean they've experienced rain, and I mean, like, I think the thing that's more exciting than the showering is just like plumbing. It's just that there's water
I
indoors.
Get hyped about
because like water has been on them. Because you're talking about like a sub-Saharan African in a rural village, right? And like they, I think for them it's the plumbing. I think they're way more impressed by like the running water
movement
into a
of
cup
water.
And drinking it than they are about water falling on
building
top of
showers versus clean drinking.
Would you rather not have showering or not have Donkey Kong?
That's a tough question, isn't it? I'd probably rather have showering.
You'd rather
than
have showering
than Donkey Kong.
Boom roasted.
But that doesn't make it more exciting necessarily.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just think showering's so commonplace.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey Kong. I'm not seeing him every day. I wish I was.
You're close.
Yeah.
Are you officially putting your vote for Donkey Kong?
I love Donkey Kong, yeah. I play Donkey Kong in Smash. He's a great character. He's fun. He's expressive.
Yeah.
He's
what was
strong.
your first introduction to Donkey Kong?
First time I ever saw him? Probably in Double Dash.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Mario Kart Double Dash on GameCube.
Did you lose your mind? Or were you just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, for sure. I was like, an ape wearing a tie?
Yeah. He is a great addition to the Mario universe.
In Double Dash, I didn't use him because the heavy carts in Double Dash are bad. I guess I go random a lot, so I'd use him occasionally. But his item kind of sucks in Double Dash. It's a big banana.
Yeah.
Easy to avoid.
Big one.
The duo of him and
Diddy.
It's
like bigger than the car. It's huge.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then you hit it and it breaks into 3 smaller bananas.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I wanted to be, me and my friend, my neighbor, would play Mario Party at his house, Mario Party 2. And he would choose Donkey Kong. And I was like, I kind of wish I was Donkey Kong. And so I'd be Mario. And so I remember that distinctly as being the first time I was like, Donkey Kong's cool. It's because it's like my neighbor got to him first. And then it sort of like solidified, like those were the characters we played. And so he would always assume like, oh, I'm Donkey Kong. And I was like, oh, gosh, I wish I claimed Donkey Kong first.
I'm going to vote for showering.
There's also Funky Kong, which wouldn't exist without Donkey Kong. Do you think Funky Kong's cooler
than Donkey Kong? He's certainly more funky.
He is.
Yeah.
And that's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah, the most funky of things.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's cooler. He kind of looks like, I don't think I would want to hang out with Funky Kong.
Yeah, he's like the cousin of Donkey Kong. Like, didn't go down a good path.
Yeah.
He's still trying to be cool at parties.
Very retro.
Funky Kong's always trying to tell you about like a business he's trying to take off the ground.
But it's always just him in a multi-level marketing space.
Yeah.
He's calling it his business.
Yeah.
He loves working from home.
Dude, Funky Kong has diamond hands and posts about holding GME stock every day and crypto. He's a business bro.
He rents out a jet to take photos in it to look like he's flying in it and then leaves the jet. Have you heard about that business structure?
Yes.
That there's companies that just own jets and like hangars, and then people come in and do like a photo shoot in there, and then they leave.
So good.
And then they like post it on their Instagrams.
What
and stuff.
Terrible
it's
thing.
A real business.
Yeah, we live in a good
sad.
civilization.
It's pretty great. With that being said, I'm voting showering. You're voting Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I love
so
him.
Zach, you're in the you're in the deciding
I
seat.
feel like you'd expect me to vote for showering. and I might, but I don't know.
Have you ever eaten an orange while playing Donkey Kong? It's a great experience.
Man, I love showering. It's a big part of my daily life.
The centerpiece, would you say?
The centerpiece of my life, yes.
How long is your average shower?
3 hours.
80 hours.
Yeah. My average shower, I don't know, 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Yeah. What's how long? Thank you, doctor.
I don't know. Some people do like 25-minute showers of hot water.
How long is your shower? My hot water doesn't
like
last that long.
4 minutes, 5 minutes.
4 minutes?
I'm a quick shower.
How long is your shower, Mark?
Probably like 15 minutes, probably maybe 20 minutes.
Mark is
Oh
a
my
15, 20
God.
minute.
Yeah.
I'm so bored into shower, you know?
It's so relaxing.
It's very relaxing. In fact, me thinking about how relaxing the shower is, it's making me tempted to get off the Donkey Kong train.
It's incredibly relaxing.
It is. I just loved. I mean, I have just personally put so much time into playing DK, and the height of showering does not beat the height of spiking someone with DK. If you get like a meteor spike with DK's forward air, it's god tier stuff.
I'm also a big proponent of. I don't do this regularly. Showering at night is very relaxing.
Yeah.
Just kind of
With all the lights off.
It just goes. Yeah. With all the lights off, you stumble out, you slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fall. No one's there to help.
fall. Yeah, exactly. That was.
You call out, somebody help me. Your shower's one of those
No.
glass, like encased ones, and it's just filling with water. You're drowning. You don't know how to get out. And who opens the door? Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
He's there to help you.
Oh my gosh.
I think showering is something everybody looks forward to in certain moments of their life. Like if you're tubing and on a cold snowy hill, you know, you're going down and you're getting cold for a few hours.
Sure, yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm just excited to
Do
warm
you use
up.
a shower to warm up?
Oh yeah.
It's a good a good way to do it.
Oh yeah. After being outside for a long time.
That is
I have never gotten in the
Yeah,
shower
true.
to become warm.
really.
No.
Have you ever lived in a house that wasn't warm all the time? Like, you know, it was like 65 degrees. You came home.
My house has been cold.
you know,
Yeah.
Came from a trip and you turn the
Yeah.
heat down. You're like, it's cold in my
I
house.
generally like get under a blanket.
Have you ever lived in a house that was -20 every single day?
Yeah.
I lived in
Did
an
your parents
igloo
not afford heat?
from year 0 to 19. And we had a shower in it.
Because here's the thing, I guess I don't like the process. If I can avoid the process of like getting undressed, getting wet, drying off, and then like having that like damp period of time and putting on clothes. It's just like if I can avoid that, by going under a blanket as opposed to getting wet, I would do that.
Yeah.
Have you ever
It's more of a
the
process.
blanket? Have you ever dunked the blanket in a bathtub and then used that?
I could try that for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Well, you know what you could do? Instead of becoming cold outside, to avoid that, you dunk the blanket in hot water and then you bring that outside. And it will keep you warm outside.
That's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. I never walk outside without a wet jacket
blanket. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's a tough choice. It's not fun to be in this position, is it, Zach?
It's not. This one,
Donkey Kong is showering.
Donkey Kong. I love the noise Donkey Kong makes. It's a great.
Think of all the videos
Noise.
Donkey has made based
I
on
know.
Donkey Kong.
I think Donkey
it's
Kong.
currently Donkey Kong December, if that
It is,
informs
it is.
your vote.
Other than Waluigi, I think Donkey Kong is my favorite Mario character, and it's fun that there's an ape in Mario and he's big.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna vote for Donkey
big
Kong.
ape. Way.
Yeah,
Big
it's,
ape.
Oh
uh,
my gosh.
it's a real
Wow.
departure from my normal.
Donkey Kong is better than the thing everybody needs to do every day.
Yeah.
Shower. I guess you don't need
Absolutely.
to shower every day, but like every other day is
You
pretty
also
healthy.
need to experience Donkey Kong every day to stay
Yeah.
alive.
I think that would save us as a country.
This is the most disappointed I've been so far in this podcast. It's all right.
What's the final two?
Catapults versus Donkey Kong. Before we get into that, we got to decide our apple gobbler. the thing that is worst on the list, and we choose between the 4 things that didn't move on.
gotta
in the
go with
initial round.
showering.
For sure.
You
Yeah.
can't. You can't pick that. It moved on, which means it's already scientifically proven to be better than digging for potatoes.
Oh, that's a
It's
good
true.
one. What are the other ones?
So laying an egg, the
Great.
state of Wyoming, and the worst day fishing.
Worst
and
day
one thing I'll
fishing.
say, the worst day fishing cannot be the apple gobbler because we already know it's
It's
significantly
better than the best
a
day
lot
of
of
work.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you so state
The
of Wyoming.
laying an egg, digging for potatoes, the worst day of fishing.
Okay, I want to set up a scenario.
I
right?
love when we set up scenarios.
So you wake up on a Saturday morning,
Yep.
excited for a day of whatever you're gonna do.
Mhm.
The world is your oyster, and something happens to you immediately, and there's in the scenario what would you rather experience? Right, you wake up and you're immediately have to go dig for potatoes for an hour. Right, you wake up and you're in Wyoming.
Oh my
Or you have to
gosh.
no. You're not like you wake.
Randomly in
It's on a
Wyoming.
trip or something. You like go to Wyoming.
Yeah.
Or you wake up and you start laying an egg.
I'll say this: if I wake up and I'm living in Wyoming, like we have a problem. We absolutely have a problem.
That's a horror movie.
Worse
that
than
Mark's
that.
working
If
on.
you wake up and you need to start laying an egg.
Yeah.
That is the weirdest
Dude,
and
imagine
worst
waking
thing
up
that
and
could happen.
Waldrug is in South Dakota.
Dakota,
Yeah. Imagine living in Waldrug.
be great.
Rough.
Imagine living in Wall, South Dakota. It's a real town
Yeah.
with a school.
Yeah.
And like people
and the
live
school is
there.
by Waldrug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine.
seen it.
I guess like probably everybody works.
I
at
think we've
Waldrug.
had this conversation about how, because when I saw the school, I was just like, dude, imagine being a kid there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Where do you guys want to go
I'm
this
gonna
weekend?
vote
I don't
for
know, Waldrug.
laying an egg. I'm just gonna say it. I hate that this is on the list.
Why is this on
What do you
here?
mean?
Laying an egg.
It's so gross
Laying an
and
egg.
weird.
What's in the egg? A smaller version of you.
Possibilities.
A smaller version of you at your same age. It's a clone. It's a clone. And it's just, hey man, what's going on?
I would kill it.
Whoa, really? Would you actually?
I don't know what I would do with it.
Scenario,
Wait, does
you
it break
wake
out
up
of the egg right away? Like,
Immediately, big punch through it.
if this is real life, I don't know.
Okay, I'll
Like,
give you
I'd
two
faint.
scenarios. Yeah, probably. You would freak out. Imagine
a little version
scenario.
of me.
You wake up, you lay an egg. It busts out of the egg. It is a little version of you. It is wearing the same clothes as you are wearing in that moment. What do you do?
Kick the thing. I don't know.
I don't think I would. I don't think it would hurt it. I'd be freaked out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think what I would think it would be.
Why are we here?
Because clearly this is I would feel like this is an illusion of some sort. Like I must
Still be sleeping.
I must be sleeping.
Yeah, you wake up.
I'm
Oh!
So
Does it hurt? Coming out.
I mean, it's yeah.
you would probably freak out in the
I
same
guess
way.
it's like being really constipated. I feel would be the experience of laying an egg.
I think your reaction to it would be very similar. You know how if you see like a rat, you have like a very visceral reaction of like, oh, that thing might jump on me. Of like, oh, get that thing out of here. You know?
That would be
When there's like when there's like, well, wait, when there's like a
might jump.
if you see like a squirrel inside or a rat or a small creature that shouldn't be there and it's moving quickly, you're like, oh, like this is like a problem. I think that would be your reaction to a small version of you.
The small version of yourself is lightning fast. Also, it's like in Mario Party where you hit the lightning bolt and everybody
goes smaller.
It's like so fast.
Yeah.
It's like higher pitched.
Like I love voice. The reaction of this thing might jump on me.
Yeah.
Hey, don't jump on me. Whoa. I do think
It's like everybody in Ratatouille when they realize like the rat is part of the kitchen and everyone's freaking out.
Oh my god. It would be really, really great at cooking. Also, the little your mini egg cell.
It would help you edit, Cody.
Yeah. It would have your skills.
Yeah.
It would
You could put it to work.
Yeah.
You can edit all the little videos like on an iPhone or something.
Yeah. 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 Well, would you like, yeah, I guess You just like set up. You can like set up a little.
What is the
room for-
I guess it's your child because you laid it. I was gonna say, what's your relationship to a tiny version of you?
Yeah, it
But
is.
I guess
It
it's your
doesn't
kid.
need much like nurturing. Like it knows how to cook for itself. and,
Yeah,
like, do
it has all
of
your
that.
memories and skills.
It has a driver's license.
Yeah.
Like, it has all that. I guess you'd have to like get it a little car if it wants to like go around and get a job. It would be hard to get a job for that thing. It'd
It
be
would.
hard for it to.
I'm
get a
pretty
job.
sure the government would capture it.
Would you?
I think it would be an ET style.
too deep on this.
Yeah.
Would you want the government to capture it?
I
Would you
think it would
say,
be
like,
somewhat of a
You would
relief.
be
Yeah,
captured
just
too. If
take-
You would
laid an
feel
egg.
guilty.
If you laid
That's
that
true.
thing, they
You would
take
also
you.
be gone.
Yeah.
You would also
True.
be gone.
For that, just for the concept of that, I'm not gonna vote for it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna vote for the
that's-
state of Wyoming.
Oh,
Um,
because what are the others?
The state of Wyoming, the worst day fishing, or digging for potatoes. There's just a lot of good stuff on this
Man,
list.
there really is. I can't vote for laying an egg because that was the best thing.
thing that ever
Digging
happened
for
to you.
potatoes. I just love the idea of being at the same level.
I think
just swimming through the dirt.
I could
I'm-
be swayed. What are you voting
Yeah,
for?
I think the worst day fishing is hilarious. It's better than the best day at the office. I think I'd probably vote for digging potatoes because although it is fun, I like being in Wyoming like better than digging for potatoes. I love driving through Wyoming. It's very chill and relaxing. I feel like if I like somebody told me you got to go live in Wyoming for a month and it wouldn't like ruin me financially or something, I could like come back to my job, I would do it. I'd absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Go like live on a ranch or something. Seems so chill and simple. I would love that. So I'm going to vote for digging for potatoes.
One of the best short films I ever watched was called The Potato King. So, and it's about like how these little people in a village in some mountain area that's super secluded, like their entire living is based on like farming potatoes, and they farm over like 200 different species
Oh, I've
of potatoes.
seen a like trailer for that short film.
So
You said
cool.
so are they small humans?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's like in oh gosh, where is I don't even know, like the Netherlands or something, I think. And they're like the mountains, and they're just farming potatoes all the time, and it's like that's how they make their living. And they live in these little huts. And it's just
Wait,
so cool.
they're European?
Maybe. I don't know. It's been 4 years since I've seen
My
the film,
initial guess was it might be Peru because that's where potatoes are from, and it's very mountainous.
but here it is. It's
I don't think it would be the Netherlands.
The Potato King is a documentary about Julio Han something, the guardian of biodiversity living at 14,600 feet above sea level in the Andes
Andes?
Mountains. This is terrible
In Peru.
font.
Coastal
In Peru.
Netherlands.
Yeah. Anyway,
If it's
super
in the
good.
Andes, I bet it's in Peru.
So that the farming of potatoes is really cool.
It would be I often think like I don't know. I often think like if you woke up or if you led a life where you're doing like a really simple craft and like that's your thing, I don't know, that kind of appeals to me.
Mm-hmm.
If I woke up and it was just like you're going to be a potato farmer now and you live in like a cool area, I'd want to live in a cool area, but like you dig your potatoes, you sell them,
Yep.
that's your life.
Yep.
It'd be like
Pass it on to
I
generations.
can live with this. Be all right. I think there's a beauty to that.
What do you lean towards, Mark, for the apple gobbler?
I think it has to be the state of Wyoming.
Amazing.
So lame.
I've only driven through Wyoming to get to cooler places.
And the cool
That's
places
true.
within Wyoming,
was-
it's not Wyoming's responsibility.
I was almost killed by that hail. Why does his name escape me?
Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney came out of Wyoming. That's bad.
He was actually
bad in
cracked
the
out of an
Senate.
egg.
He cracked out of an egg. So eggs caused Cheney.
He did.
It's just, subpar things. I've never dug for potatoes before. I think I'd enjoy it though.
Is it your lowest tier state?
No, Oklahoma.
Oh
Oklahoma by a foot and a mile.
All right. There we have it. Catapults v. DK.
What do we
for the final
for the top tang?
the final tang.
It'd be really fitting if Donkey
Top
Kong
tang.
was the top
top
tang.
tang.
Which
Even
but
though he's
catapults
not
are
a
so
tang.
cool.
Something,
There's modern
something
uses.
beautiful about that.
There's two modern uses: launching aircrafts and
Which
teaching
isn't
children
really
about
a
science.
catapult.
Yeah, it's an inclined treadmill.
Yeah, big one.
I'll say this. Do you think Donkey Kong could canonically throw any object farther than a catapult?
No.
Because Donkey Kong's like yoked. Like, I feel like Donkey Kong in the Mario universe makes a catapult
Catapults
obsolete.
can throw things so
Yeah,
far.
I don't think I have not consumed a lot of Donkey Kong media, but I would like to see a video of him just like launching something
Keep in mind,
hundreds of yards.
Keep in mind, Donkey Kong punched the moon and took it out of orbit.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. I love there's things on the internet called like a respect thread where it takes the feats of fictional characters and is like, oh, this is how strong this character is. And Donkey Kong's biggest feat is punching the moon out of orbit.
Catapults can throw up to 1,000 feet in distance, which is 10 football fields. Right? No,
If
that's
Donkey
3 football
Kong
fields.
punched the moon out of orbit, I feel like he could probably throw something
Yeah,
Very far.
far. Yeah, probably could throw the moon farther than 10 football fields. Also, yeah, I guess he would make catapults obsolete, but also like imagine if Donkey Kong existed in the time when catapults like needed to be used. And all we could have is Donkey Kong, and he had like a schedule of like, I got Donkey Kong for this day for my catapult use, and that was all he did.
Now we're talking about alternate history, and I love this area. I think the world would have been better if we didn't invent catapults, but Donkey Kong came into being in like the 11th century.
And aided militaries.
Well, I feel like Donkey Kong is of a noble character and would become sort of like, he would be like how the United States had like all the nuclear missiles and was able to sort of dictate foreign policy from that position. Donkey Kong would be able to shape the world in his own image. And I think that's a beautiful image.
I like the idea of Donkey Kong knowing that he has this power, knowing that he can lend it to others, and just being completely neutral and using a calendar. Just being like, call me up, schedule me. Sorry, I'm booked. I can get you in next week. And then he just goes and aids.
I think it'd be easy to bribe him though with bananas would be the problem. I think the world superpower would be determined by whoever could grow the most bananas.
The Dole Fruit Company would own Donkey Kong.
In the 11th, so where are bananas native? Where did they come from?
I believe the Netherlands.
Ooh, beautiful. Because whatever country
Wait, can we guess?
grows. Okay, yeah, let's guess.
Let's all guess.
Oh,
Did you see it?
I looked it up, but
Did you see it?
Bahamas? That's my guess.
I feel like they're. That's
gonna
hilarious.
I didn't look.
Okay, you didn't look?
I didn't look.
Because I was going to say, I think they're native to the New World. I don't know that for a fact, but like I think they might be from like Florida seems too obvious. I don't know, Guatemala.
Okay, I'm gonna guess Colombia.
Southeast Asia.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Bananas grow in hot tropical climates. So Central America, India, China, and Africa.
Where's it? But
lot
it's
of-
native to Southeast Asia, it says.
Originated in in Southeast Asia.
So the Vietnamese would control Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for Donkey Kong. Just because catapults do seem obsolete. They don't seem
When
that
compared to the
Donkey
strength
Kong
of
has
Kong.
been just valuable for so long.
Catapults sure are cool, but Donkey Kong is
and
cooler.
I mean, they were done in the
Yes.
14th century. Donkey Kong's relevant today.
Yeah, and he
That's true.
started in the 14th century. That was when the Super NES came out.
I mean, he's lived a long life. When was he created? So many things I gotta look up today.
Oh, I think I know this. I believe Donkey Kong was created in 1981.
In the Netherlands.
1981.
Wow.
Because that's video game history right there. That's the first appearance of Mario.
So
First appearance
half
of
a
Mario
decade.
was in a Donkey Kong game?
Yeah,
Half
it
a
was in the
decade.
have you seen the arcade game where Donkey Kong throws the barrels and Mario needs to run up the tower?
Yeah.
That's Mario's first appearance. He
Oh
was
my
Jumpman
gosh.
back then though.
Jumpman. So Donkey Kong is the top Tang.
Is the top Tang.
So
that.
cool.
And there's something beautiful
There
about
is
Donkey Kong
really
being the top
nice.
Tang.
The top Tang,
This is
the
a
top
complete-
Kong, the King Kong.
Yeah,
King Kong is the top Tang. We've realized, we've decided,
it's official.
Showering was cool.
but
I
not as
wish it
cool
got
as Donkey
deeper.
Kong.
State of Wyoming is the apple gobbler, and
I'm sad about that.
Donkey Kong's our top Tang, everybody.
Beautiful.
Amazing. Good conclusion.
As the Lord will say.
Well, that's it.
Kong
Thanks,
on.
everybody. All right.
There's a lot of uncertainty in this pod, but one thing's for sure, the real top Tang is you. So thanks for being here, and we hope to see you next time. Now go tell your friends about us and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Keep swinging, Tang Nation.